Collin Morikawa's 68 at Scottish Open, and Michael Kim's Open Championship invite. Collin Morikawa shines with a 68 in Scotland. Michael Kim receives exciting news. In a thrilling display at the Genesis Scottish Open on Thursday, Collin Morikawa, a 28-year-old graduate from Cal, made headlines by scoring an eagle on his third hole. Despite this impressive feat, he concluded the first round tied for 33rd place with a score of 2 under 68. As he prepares for the upcoming Open Championship in Northern Ireland, Morikawa finds himself 4 strokes behind the leaders on the par 70 course at the Renaissance Club located in North Berwick, Scotland. This tournament serves as a crucial warm-up for the major event next week. In other news, fellow Cal alum Michael Kim received positive updates as he was selected as one of 6 players to join the 156-player lineup for the Royal Portrush tournament next week in Northern Ireland. The 31-year-old South Korean, currently ranked number 56 in the world, is making a comeback to the Open after missing the opportunity last year. Leading the pack in Scotland are 4 players, Nico Echevarria, Seb Straka, Jake Knapp, and Victor Perez, who all shot impressive 6 under 64s. Notably, Knapp played a flawless round without any bogeys and is eagerly hoping for a last-minute invitation to the Open. Trailing just 1 stroke behind, at 5 under 65 are 4 other players, while 5 more, including Victor Hovland, managed to score 66s. Among the 19 players sharing 14th place are world number 1 Scottie Scheffler and former Cal player Byung-Hun An, both of whom carded 67s. An, who is the top performer among the 3 former Golden Bears in the tournament, started strong with birdies on 3 of his first 4 holes. However, he faced challenges with back-to-back bogeys on holes 8 and 9. Nevertheless, he made a strong comeback on the back 9, finishing at 2 under with birdies on the 10th and 16th holes. Morikawa's round began on a high note with an eagle 3 on the par 5 5th hole, followed by a birdie on number 6. Unfortunately, he encountered difficulties with bogeys on holes 7, 8, and 10, bringing him back to even for the day. However, he rallied with birdies on the 12th and 14th holes, finishing strong with a score of 2 under over the last 8 holes. Meanwhile, Kim, age 30, is currently tied for 49th place after posting a 1 under 69, which included an impressive streak of 9 consecutive pars on the front 9. He bounced back from bogeys on the 11th and 12th holes with an eagle 2 on the 13th and secured his under par status with a birdie on number 16. Kim will join Morikawa, An, and fellow Cal alum Sanson Jang at the Open, marking a significant representation for the Bears with 4 entries in this prestigious tournament. Jang, who's 23 years old, earned his spot through a qualifying event held in Liverpool, England earlier this month. This article was originally published on Cal Bears on SI and is shared here with permission. Collin Morikawa's Open Championship struggles. 3rd missed cut in 4 years. Ouch! What a heartbreak for Cal's golf community. All 4 alumni from the Golden Bears couldn't make it past the cut at the Open Championship, turning Friday into a day of dashed dreams and early exits. If you're a fan, you know how tough it is to watch your favorites struggle on such a big stage, and this story is no exception. But let's break it down step by step so you can get the full picture without getting lost in the golf jargon. Take Collin Morikawa, for instance. He's been one of the brightest stars in golf, chasing his 3rd major championship win and hoping to end a winless streak that started after October 2023. Back in 2021, he claimed glory at the Open, but things haven't clicked in the UK since. He failed to advance in both 2022 and 2023, and if we're talking about his recent form, he ended up tied for 16th in another event last year. A reminder that even top players have off days. This time around, at the Royal Portrush Golf Club in Northern Ireland, Morikawa shot a 3 over par 74 in the second round, leaving him at 7 over for the tournament. That put him well below the cut line, which was set at 1 over, meaning he didn't qualify for Saturday's 3rd round and ended up tied for 130th out of 156 golfers. But here's where it gets controversial. Some golf analysts are pointing fingers at his new caddy, Billy Foster, who joined him for the Scottish Open and the Open. Caddies aren't just bag carriers. They're strategic partners who help with course management, reading greens, and keeping the player calm under pressure. Morikawa, ranked number 6 in the world, had high expectations with Foster on board, but the partnership didn't pay off as he missed the cut in both events. And this is the part most people miss. Foster was only signed on for those 2 UK tournaments. For Morikawa might soon be on his 5th caddy change since April. Could a lack of continuity be hurting his game? It's a debate worth exploring. Morikawa's round wasn't a total disaster. He managed 3 birdies, those moments when he sank the ball in fewer strokes than par, showing glimpses of his skill. But they were overshadowed by 4 bogeys, where he took 1 extra stroke, and a costly double bogey, which really derailed his score. For beginners, think of it like this. In golf, par is the target score for each hole, and going over it can quickly add up, especially in a major like the Open, which is known for its brutal challenges and prestige. Sadly, Morikawa wasn't alone in his troubles. The other 3 Cal alumni had their own tough outings. Michael Kim, for example, started strong but faltered with bogeys on 3 of his last 5 holes on Friday, posting a 1 over par 72 for the round and finishing at 4 over overall, just a couple of shots short of advancing. Then there's Byung-Hun An, who spent a year at Cal before going pro. He shot an even par 71, but his 2-round total of 5 over left him comfortably below the cut. And don't forget Sanson Zhang, who earned his spot in the Open by coming in second at a qualifying event in Liverpool earlier this month. A huge achievement in itself. But his dream run ended with a 2 over 73 on Friday, putting him at 8 over for the tournament. On a brighter note, the leaderboard is heating up with world number 1 Scottie Scheffler in command. He fired a stellar 7 under par 64 on Friday, bringing his tournament total to 10 under and giving him a slim 1-shot lead over England's Matt Fitzpatrick. It's always exciting to see the top players shine, as it sets the stage for intense competition in the rounds ahead. And this is the part most people miss when talking about Morikawa's slump. While missing cuts can be frustrating, it's often a mix of factors, like course conditions, personal form, and even mental game. Some might argue that switching caddies so often disrupts his rhythm, while others could say it's just part of the sport's ups and downs. What do you think? Is Morikawa overdue for a comeback, or does he need a bigger shakeup in his team? We'd love to hear your take in the comments. Share whether you agree or have a different perspective on what went wrong this time. Collin Morikawa, the rise, fall, and potential comeback of a golf prodigy. A rise and frustration of Collin Morikawa. In the aftermath of the 2019 Open Championship, while Shane Lowry celebrated his victory, the golf world continued its relentless march. Amidst the top PGA Tour players in Memphis, a rising star was making his mark at Tahoe. Collin Morikawa, with his exceptional finish, had arrived on the scene. Fast forward 6 years, and Morikawa found himself at Royal Portrush, seeking redemption. His 2025 season had been a mixed bag, and a poor performance here would be a bitter pill to swallow. With 2 major wins under his belt, we expected more, especially given the recent media scrutiny. An opening round of 75 set the tone. Morikawa's approach play was off, and his frustration was palpable. He spent hours on the driving range, hitting ball after ball, but to no avail. Joseph Lamagna reported that Morikawa's efforts were fruitless, with none of his 169 range balls reaching the desired distance. Morikawa's Friday round of 74 sealed his fate. Another missed cut. His Wikipedia page now reflected a disappointing season, devoid of any top 10 finishes in majors. His social media post captured his despair. Sometimes you feel like you're out there alone. Collin Morikawa's journey is a fascinating one. At 28, he should be a fan favorite, yet he's not. His caddies come and go, and his results have been inconsistent. After losing to Russell Henley, Morikawa's media interactions became a topic of discussion. He seemed to suggest that he didn't owe the media anything, a stance that sparked controversy. Morikawa's early career was promising. Along with Matthew Wolff and Victor Hovland, they were seen as future superstars. Collin's rise was rapid, winning 2 majors and 3 PGA Tour events. He was hailed as the best iron player, a modern-day Tiger Woods. But since his 2021 Open win, the titles have dried up, Scottie Scheffler has taken center stage, leaving Morikawa in the shadows. Comparison is inevitable, especially in golf. Morikawa's early career was a roller coaster, with wins and losses. Recently, he's found consistency, but the adoration has faded. He's not the golden boy many expected. The time between Open championships has been a mixed bag for Collin. He's frustrated, and his attitude reflects that. Is it an excuse? No, but being overshadowed by Scottie might be a blessing in disguise. It could be a reset, helping him redefine his identity on and off the course. Morikawa's prickly attitude towards the media is his choice. But perhaps the early success set unrealistic expectations. A course correction might be needed. Unlike Scheffler, Morikawa seems to tie his worth to on-course results, a common trait among elite athletes. However, being out of the spotlight offers an opportunity to redefine one's image. At his Masters press conference, Morikawa was asked about the career Grand Slam. With his PGA and Open titles, and a course suited to his game, it was a logical question. Morikawa acknowledged the pressure, but his response showed his determination. It creeps in, I've been close. Collin Morikawa's story is a reminder that success is not linear. He still has the game, but a more comfortable and confident Morikawa would benefit the golf world. But here's where it gets controversial. Do you think Morikawa's attitude is justified, or is it a sign of a bigger issue?